Unitonica, diamond in the rough, yeah. Aries fire, play no games, I call your bluff. Unicorn, ride a sharp horn, that's my vibe for my family, for my friends, always ride or die.
Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, I was gonna do a sit down video, but sadly I don't feel like it. So I'm just gonna do a video and put a picture over it. Right now I'm getting ready to wind down. I just got home from the hospital not too long ago, seeing my dad. I had to call the handyman. I was going to do a few things on the bathroom to get it fixed up should he come home here soon, probably in the next month. So, one thing I would like to ask you guys to do is to please like the video. If you would be interested in supporting the channel, I'll have a comment pinned. I'd really appreciate that. The money will be used to go to the hospital and possibly get a vape. So that's what the money will be used for. But this video is going to be surrounding what I've been seeing here lately with Dolly Vision. Okay? And if you have been around for a while, you've seen my videos about Dolly because he was in the drama community going after Savage, doing a whole bunch of fuck shit, and you know, he has said some crazy shit to me. He is just a slime ball in my opinion, and I have a right to my opinion, so there's that. So before I talk about his situation with the ladies and what they're calling a micropene on Twitter and stuff, I didn't see it. Thank you, Jesus. Sorry about that bad news for you, Dolly. But one thing I wanted to comment on was this. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Especially if that person has done nothing to implement changes. Dolly has done nothing to change his ways. He was just a snake that was in hibernation in the dirt in a hole. Okay? That's all that was. Dolly's the same person that went in front of houses screaming, disrespecting families of missing people. He's the same person that exploits every case that I've seen him do for money. Now there's no problem to be a YouTuber that makes money off of your content, no problem. But there's a certain type of integrity that you follow, especially when you're talking about other people's families and loved ones that, you know, and these people have no integrity, none. They're just, and he's too old to do this. I even heard that he's lying about his age. I mean, you can look at him and see he's about 50, 60 years old. Look at him. Come on. He's not in his 40s. I'm 43 years old. I don't think I look good for 43, but I don't look like that. Okay? Okay. Now, so let's get past that. I don't feel like he is one of those people that I would follow and say, wow, I want to be like him one day on YouTube. No. And I'm not going to talk about his brother he houses that is allegedly a red dot, because that is disgusting to me. Wow. That's just a whole different ball of wax. So, let's talk about this though. There's a few ladies that have spoken out about Dolly being pretty much a womanizer, and I think it's disgusting. Number one, look at him. I mean, how does this guy get play? Apparently, people are dazzled by the fact that he has followers on YouTube. My thing is, if a person has under 1 million subscribers, I don't think that they're a big YouTuber. Even if a person is a big YouTuber, what does that mean in the scope of life? You know what I mean? That doesn't do anything for you. You see what I mean? You feel me? But that doesn't mean that just because a person's a big YouTuber or a singer or an actor or anything like that, it doesn't give them the right to be a crappy person. And that's just what Dolly is using to his advantage. He thinks because he has a few followers on YouTube, in turn, he gets to be a manipulative, narcissistic, petty, weak, dusty, crusty prick. That's what he is, right? Okay, let's just keep that real. So, first person I remember was, I think her name was Nissa or Missa. I'm not sure which one it is. But she was the lady that came out and said how wrong Dolly had done her. He had cheated on her with PJ, I believe it was the story. And she was out speaking her mind, and people even gave her backlash. Like, how dare her speak up for herself and say how he wronged her, took the dog, treated her like crap, blah, 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 on and on, right? So I remember in that situation, Savage was covering true crime at that time, and she spoke up about it, and then they got into a whole argument. And he did the most to Savage, right? But the difference between Savage and a lot of people on here is that Savage wasn't going to let him steamroll her. So she fought back, and she said some ugly stuff about her family, her kids, everything, right? All right. So he's a piece of crap. He always has been a piece of crap since I've known him. And when I said something about him, he came over and tried to chastise me, but I was like, buddy, you better roll your little turtle butt on back over there, hop in your shell, skate on back over there, and shut it up, right? Okay, cuz bye-bye. Now, so, and another thing he did was that Turtle Island crap, which I don't like. And the reason why I don't like it is it's a cool idea, but making money off of other creators, which I don't feel like anybody is like these people. Well, actually, some of the people that he had were creators, but making money off of other channels, not giving them any of the proceeds, and he's charging buku dollars, to have an imaginary island where people move up imaginary ranks, and these fools are over there giving him the big dollars. Granted, he's a genius for that. Okay, so whatever, but that's just another scheme of his. And honestly, I don't know if it's actually within TOS to have that game on YouTube. Was I gonna report him? No, I don't do stuff like that. But I just don't think it is. I think it's a violation on YouTube to have that type of. It's kind of like a giveaway or a fundraiser that you don't register. It's kind of like not paying your taxes type thing. I don't know. Anyway, so let's move forward. So what I was talking about, Missa or Nissa, I'm not sure what her name is, and ma'am, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. He did her wrong, and she was demonized, right? That's the first one. Then I remember PCT. And Paper Cut Tina was over, I think she was over in the Boyd at the time. That's how I first got wind to her. Everybody was talking about her. And they were like, oh, she's older, da, da, da. I'm like, well, how old do you think Dolly is? You know what I mean? Like, no, you didn't. Like, do you think he's some young buck over here? I mean, and so what about her age? He's got a girlfriend and he's cheating on her. Let's put that in the forefront, okay? Now, Paper Cut Tina has no loyalty to PJ, okay? The person that's in the wrong here, well, they're both wrong because, cheating is cheating. But the person that's really wrong is Dolly. He's a cheater. Hello, right? He cheated on Missa. I think her name is Missa. And then he cheated on, when he sealed the deal with PJ, he said, how you start a relationship is how you're going to end it, okay? Okay, PJ? Lean in. Okay, PJ? How you started it, you cheated on, he cheated on Nissa with you, but he's going to cheat on you with somebody else. And that's how that's going to end. Just so you know, you can never trust him. He's a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Unless somebody gets counseling or they prove themselves to be changing, and they check in with you and all this stuff. But I couldn't go through that. That's not my, hey, like, it's not my story. But anyway, so he's cheating on you with Paper Cut Tina. Apparently they done met up. She done flew out, and they done hooked up somewhere. I don't know what happened. I don't know the whole story, but it seems like it's very intricate. And he seemed like he was ski skirting around in the background, tap dancing with you. So when he's supposed to be doing some kind of case. So when he goes on cases, more than likely he's cheating on you. But you know that, right? Do you guys have an open relationship? I'm trying to ask questions because this doesn't make any sense to me. How a woman that claims to be a princess wears these Timu tiaras and all this stuff, is claiming to be a queen or whatever you're claiming, royalty, but won't demand her man to give her the respect of not cheating on her. You're a queen, you're a beauty queen, but your man can keep his micropene in his drawers. Okay. So then we have Sierra, right? Sierra comes out here. She's like, yo, the first time I saw her was on Queen Bee's panel. And she was telling the whole deal. She was like, yeah, man, he used to slide through. We used to do what we did. I was friends with PJ. I used to try to tell PJ what happened, try to be a real woman about it. PJ had a problem with it. PJ went left, like she does with everybody. But PJ, here's the thing. Sierra didn't have no loyalty to you, even if she was your friend. Your man is the problem. Not these women, your man. And there's going to be more. Trust me, there's going to be more. But all you ladies, even PJ, and I don't dislike PJ at all. I dislike how she treats people, though. Okay? What I'm going to say to you is, you ladies, protect yourselves. Because if you got a man that's rolling around 90 going north, hopping planes to get the coochies, he's a countrywide hoe, okay, bona fide. And if you feel like, I feel like you guys should go all get tested. PJ, I really feel like you should use protection with him, or just really you should get a different man. You need to have some self-respect and do better. Do better. You can do better. He's got you over there wrapping that soap from Target, and I hope you're getting paid for it, because you're still working a full-time job, I think, which is amazing and respectable. But what is he doing? But hopping on planes, grifting, asking his followers to pay for his plane tickets every day. Like, how many times has he gone to Nancy Guthrie's house and done nothing? I don't understand these, quote, true crime, quote, creators that go and sit in front of people's houses and talk all day, and you guys think that that's content. What are they doing but stalking these people's families and their houses? They're sitting in front of somebody's house talking, right? That is not looking for anybody or trying to solve a crime. There's no solving going on there because the police are already on the case. Let the police do their jobs. Stop trying to intervene. All you're doing is trying to get money because you're not doing anything else. Okay? Take your drone and pack it up and go home. All right? I don't understand the point of the whole thing. I understand, to the audience, you guys are like, oh my gosh, I know somebody that's out there at the scene. You don't really know them. Stop having these parasocial relationships. You don't know these people at all. You guys reward bad behavior. It is not good behavior to go sit in front of somebody's house that's missing, where their family is, in all honesty, grieving right now, and talk crap. And then he makes up a person got murdered in front of me story. You guys, come on now. And you guys still support that? Girl, bye. Anyway, here's what I'm going to say to wrap this up. Dolly is the same piece of crap from when I seen him over there messing with Savage. And he's going to continue being the same piece of crap until until you guys hold him accountable for his actions. It is not a player move to be a hoe. People have different standards for men than they do for women. How is it that you guys can slut shame a woman for being promiscuous, but a man is a player? He's a hoe, just like if a woman was a hoe. If you think they're hoes, then he's a hoe too. Okay? Everybody needs to use protection. And they can do better than Dolly. Okay? If his ding ding looked like a button on Twitter, as you guys said it did, then po thing. Po little Dolly. Lord Jesus. And he don't look like he smells very good either. I'm sorry. He ain't my type. But look. Sierra's out here telling her story, and she's very entertaining to me. If I can remember, I'll put her link in my description box. White Boy Lockdown Radio, I think is his channel name, is over there having some good live streams about the whole situation, and he's got the facts. He's got people on his panel, and he's been he's in the true crime sector, so he knows all the facts. He's giving an overview of what's currently going on, what went on in the past. He's having the ladies up there so they can give their side of the story, and I respect that, because you know what? Don't demonize these women, Turtle Gang or whatever Turtle Power y'all people are, and then not hold Dolly accountable for his actions and his stuff he's doing with these women. He's cheating on PJ. I don't know what PJ's doing. It's not my business. I don't know her. But what I'm saying is, it's publicly discussed because it's so obvious that he's doing it. Okay? You can't come out here and say that these women are hoes, but he's not. That's why I keep on saying. It's all the same. If a person's a cheater, then they're the one that's wrong. These women that he's cheating with have no loyalty to anybody. They don't owe us anything, and they don't owe PJ anything. The only person they owe anything are themselves. And if they're okay with what they're doing, then you don't have a choice but to accept it. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening to me. It took my mind off of life for a moment. And I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a good day. Bye, guys.